Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Otaku Treasures, and this is going to be my review for My Happy Marriage, Episode 1. You guys already know kind of my opinion on Mio's family. I hate them. They need to get what they deserve, essentially, which is what they dished out, essentially. And, well, jail time, to be completely honest with you, but they essentially deserve to lose everything, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I assume that a bunch of people might agree. But yeah, Mio, on the other hand, deserves to be happy. And she did not deserve to be treated that way just because her father was forced to marry her mother. Because of, the arranged marriage stuff. I mean, that's not Mio's fault that her parents were in that kind of situation. But yeah, her father did not deserve to be a father if he's going to treat his own daughter that way, just because, like I said, of the whole arrangement. And it shouldn't matter if she's gifted or not, because that could, like I said before, that could still be passed down in her children. So that was that was my editing software actually rendering the reaction. So as soon as I get done with this, I'll upload it. Anyway, yeah, like I said, even if someone, like, for example, doesn't have whatever traits you're trying to get in your children, it could still skip a generation and pass on to the kids, the grandkids, essentially. So if Mio doesn't have any gifts, what she has from her parents could still be passed on to her kids. And what I don't understand is, why did they take her out of school? Like, why? Because if they're so worried about their reputation, and like they said when they were talking to her about the marriage stuff, why did they take her out of school? Because I would think that your daughter only having an elementary school education and no social skills, and the way she is, I would think that would be more of an embarrassment and damage to my reputation than anything else. Because even if you don't plan on caring about her, you could at least get her education, make sure she knows how to act as a member of the Saimori family, Because then, even if you don't want her around, you can still marry her off to somebody else, and she wouldn't embarrass you, Because I'm sure that, Kudo's going to take her to meet family members or to other events or whatever. Hang on, let me actually fix this real quick. And there'll be other people there. And if she ends up being an embarrassment because she doesn't know how to act, or she's not really educated enough and they figure that out, surely people gossip. People gossip a lot. And I'm sure they do in wealthy families because there's not really much to do. So, yeah, word will get around that the eldest Saimori daughter is, well, uneducated, not very sociable, and that would go back on her parents because, well, they didn't let her get that kind of education or anything. So, it's all on them. So, yeah, that was a big, stupid mistake on their part. Actually, the biggest stupid mistake they had was treating her the way they did. But, yeah. I think everybody would agree that treating someone that way, especially your own family, not good. And anybody who does agree with that is an abuser themselves. So, yeah. I don't care if you come at me in the comment section, I stand by what I say. Anyway, yeah. I do wonder, if you guys are able to, I would recommend in the comment section speculate on what would have happened if Koji had been allowed to marry Mio instead of Kaya in this scenario. Like, what would have happened? Do you think it would have been better for her? Do you think it would have been worse? Do you think it would have been the same? What do you think? Do you think he would have been good for her or not? Because he's not really standing up for her and how she feels are what he wants. Because he is not the firstborn. He's the second son. He's not really the head of the dang it, what was it? A Taitsushi family? Taitsuishi? Whatever you want to say it. I'm going to butcher these names. But yeah, he's not the head of his family, so it's not like he has to act a certain way as the head of the family. His older brother does. So he should be able to speak his mind and say, I don't want to marry Kaya, I want to marry Mio, make it happen. You can have somebody else marry Kaya, I don't care. Besides, Mio's the head of the Saimori family, so... But, on the other hand, his father did make an excellent point. What would have been best for Mio is getting her out of that house and away from her toxic, abusive family. And the fact that he would have been marrying Mio, who is supposed to be the eldest and technically the head of the Saimori family, whether she's gifted or not, would have kept her probably at that house. At worst. At best, she could have moved in with him and his family in their house. But I don't think that would have happened because, like I said, she's technically the head of the Saimori family because she's the oldest. Even if they don't treat her that way, it's still, technicality on this one. So, but yeah, the best thing to do for her is to get her out of that house, away from those people, so she can heal and maybe find happiness. Whether she would have been happy with Koji or not, we don't know because we never get to see that opportunity. We think she might have, but with the way he acts and the fact that he doesn't even stand up to her family for her, doesn't bode well, in my opinion. Because he really should have stood up to her family. Essentially told them that, yes, I will marry Kaya, but you have to treat her, Mio, a lot better, essentially. I feel so bad for him having to marry Kaya. She's an awful person. A very awful person. But yeah, she needs to be with someone who will make her happy, help her heal from all that she's been through, and be able to protect her from, people who would want to hurt her. Including her family. And I don't know if Koji would be able to do that, but Kudo definitely would be able to, from what I've seen in the book so far. And from what I've seen from the review as well. But yeah, I do want to say I love Yuri. She's awesome. She's a sweetie. She'll definitely be good for Mio, helping her essentially being like I don't know if I would say a mother figure or a grandmother figure. I would say more like a grandmother figure because she's a lot older, but she definitely will be like family to Mio in a way. And if she marries I can't talk. If she marries Kyoka, then she definitely would be more like family to her because I'm assuming that even she thinks of him as like a son. Or a grandson, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, Mio definitely needed to get out of that house. She doesn't need to go back. Or anything. Or for anything. And if Koji wants to see her, he needs to go to her instead of her coming to him, and he definitely needs to go by himself, not with Kaya. Especially with how I think Kaya's got an infatuation with Kyoka now, and that's not good. I'm surprised that Kaya didn't want him for herself from the very start, because the Kudo family is much more, dang it, what's the word? I guess much more higher on the totem pole when it comes to like social hierarchy than the Tatsushi family is. So, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't try and set that up with him. Anyway, I guess maybe because the Tatsushi family was the first one to jump at the chance to marry into the Saimori family, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I think that this will definitely be good for Mio. Just getting her out of that house and away from those people is already a good thing for her, essentially. Anyway, if you want me to talk about anything else for this show, feel free to start a conversation in the comments. I'll jump in. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video.